Morning team, I'm just in Port Melbourne today, about to go in and do an interview with the morning news team. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to talk about all things adventures and expeditions in 2023. So feeling a little bit nervous, but yeah, wish me luck. It's going to be cool. Cheers.
Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight, where we are looking to focus on the best of business with very clever people joining me from right around the world. I'm your host, Mike Loder, and to our latest story. And our next guest set a new world record in 2019, becoming the first person to cross the 10 major deserts of Australia solo and unsupported on a motorbike. Now, the world is opening up. He is doing it again, only this time he's inviting other daring adventures, I should say, to join him along the journey. Benji Brunden, welcome to the program, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me.
Mike, thanks for having me on.
No worries at all. What an adventure. So 10 deserts in 30 days. You're the only person to have ever done that. What does that feel like? And what did you discover about yourself?
Look, back then it was a really crazy adventure, and you know, when I first started planning that expedition, people told me I was crazy and that it could never be done, that it was actually impossible to do because of the sheer distances we had to travel.
Yeah, right.
So, 30 days on the bike, I lost about 10 kilos of weight and kind of came out the other side, battered and bruised, and the bike was just held together with cable ties, and but got the job done and set the world record. So yeah, it was pretty awesome feeling.
So why do it again, 2023?
Because Australia is one of the most unexplored continents in the world. We've got the smallest population and the largest landmass. So there are areas in the central Australia that people have never seen. And I was out there on a motorbike by myself, and it was just absolutely breathtaking. Like incredible scenery, incredible experiences. I met some Indigenous people out there, and just on every other day you'd meet a traveller or a convoy of four-wheel drivers, and they just couldn't believe that I was out there. And I just want to share this incredible country with other like-minded adventurers.
Absolutely incredible. I guess you've got to have that spirit for adventure. But how do you even plan something like this from day dot? I guess you take out your checkbook, you got a sleeping bag, hat, water.
Definitely water. So there are some stretches of desert where there's no wells and there's no bores. So for example, one of the biggest deserts in Australia, the Great Victoria Desert, I had to carry 22 litres of water and 50 litres of fuel. Now, again, to emulate that again, I mean, this time we're going, I'm lucky I've got a support truck. I've just bought a big 6-wheel drive army truck.
Nice.
So if I'm taking people with me, so let's say there was 10 of us on bikes, well, then I'd take 500 litres of fuel and 200 litres of water. Just basically for whatever I took that first time, just multiply it by the number of people we've got.
Incredible. So if people are excited by an adventure like this and want to get involved, where should they be looking to get involved?
Look, the website's up and about now, so daringtoventure.com.au is the website. There's forms there. There's people can inquire to become a volunteer. There's lots of roles that are going to be needed on the expedition. It's getting pretty close. It's, June next year we plan to take off. The truck's getting built. We're raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors. It's just going to be, there's so much going on in the background of life. We're trying to get sponsorship packages together. We've got already 4 people signed up. There's heaps more inquiries coming through. We've got to field all the people that are inquiring about it. So it's just crazy, mate.
The layers to this are incredible.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the charity, just quickly. That's a great initiative as well. What brought that together?
Well, so look, when I did the ride in 2019, it was, I raised the money then for the Black Dog Institute, and we raised, I can't remember how much we raised, but it was a couple of $1,000s.
Nice.
And what we're doing now is something pretty unique. So we decided, well, let's put our hat in the ring and try and get some money together. So people who are coming on board, part of the money, or their entrance fee, I guess they could call it, goes to the Royal Flying Doctors. And obviously, the Royal Flying Doctors do such an amazing job in some of the most remotest parts of the country.
Yeah. They'd
And
be good friends to have.
They are great friends to have
While
on
you're
an
doing an
expedition like this.
expedition.
Yeah.
So fantastic. And if people can't ride along, book in, our lives are very, very busy. Not everyone can get away. How can we watch, tune in, engage with you and the team as you're exploring?
Yeah, so between now and June next year, look, I've just started the YouTube series.
Nice.
So we're going to be documenting the whole thing, and look, that helps with getting sponsors involved.
Yeah.
And sponsors don't have to be products; it can be financial contributions as well, which is going to be really, really handy on a job like this. It's all going to be on YouTube. Social media pages are all up. Daring to Venture, hashtag Daring to Venture. And then obviously I'm trying to get as much exposure I can through media outlets, and then here we are.
Hey, that's what we're here for, mate. I really appreciate you bringing this to our attention. It sounds like an incredible journey. The vision on screen made me want to get out there and get out of the office again. But mate, thank you so much for joining me on the program.
Mate, it's going to be a wild ride. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Easy
mate.
as. All right. Well, I hope you've learned something from my discussion there with Benji. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I've been your host, Mike Loder. Be sure to head to tickernews.co for breaking news coming to you from right around the world. Happy holidays, travel safe, be well.